Deep, he'll receive Presley's kickoff, which is in the air, and it's long and deep down the right side and is going to hit about the 15-yard line and squirt out of bounds. And we will probably put it in play at the 35. And Coffee County will get its hands on the football then. Tommy, little note to what you said a moment ago. They almost gave up the wind and the football.
Absolutely, Clyde. There's a strong wind blowing out of the north, and Coffee County's captain's a little confused about what they really wanted to do, and the official double-checking with him, and that's the neat thing about having a mic down there. We wouldn't have known that otherwise.
We're anxious to see this big 220-pound sophomore fullback that Bob Dillard says is as good as he's seen, and he'll line up at fullback behind Brad Sharon, the quarterback. Wideouts to the near side, Sharon underneath. Man in motion coming to the near side, and they give it to the man in motion. Lemon, he gets a block hit as he crosses the 35. He'll get a yard, no more. And he's piled up in there. Big number 26 getting up off the bottom of that pile for Lebanon. And that is Titus Kelly.
Kelly, the strong safety. They went with the unbalanced line, strong the other way. They came back with the sweep to the near sideline. Kelly stuck his head in there, did a good job. Griffin came up from the linebacker spot, also helping out.
Coffee County out of the huddle up to the line and playing that unbalanced line to the right. Sharon sets him down. Lebanon getting its first look at this formation, and they hand it to White, the tailback, and White's not going to get anything. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and the Lebanon defense is all over him. Big Alls is there. Carson is there. And also number 70, that belongs to Mark Wilson, who's in there to starting spot tonight.
A lot of patched up Blue Devils out there. The guys who are out there are healthy. We've got some good people on the sideline hurt. As you go back, even in the preseason, we lost Andy Bowles, a starter at noseman. He's out for the year. We've got Lehue out, and we've got Clemens out of that starting defensive unit.
Coffee County again with that unbalanced line. The Red Raiders set him down. Sharon is your quarterback. We've yet to see that big fullback get his hands on it. And Sharon back to throw, looks and fires long downfield. It's going to be intercepted and dropped. Intercepted at the Lebanon 38. Ron C. had it all over him and couldn't hang on to it.
And it looked like Ron C. was open on the flag route running toward the far sideline. He was in single coverage out there on the receiver. They like to get the football to Jason Holland. They tried to hit him on the deep out, and there was Ron C. in coverage in good shape out there to make the interception, but it hits the ground. Holland will punt it away. Griffin and Tressler deep to return.
Holland is set, and here is a snap, a good one, plenty of time. Gets it away, low line drive kick. Lebanon going to let it hit, and it's going to take a Coffee County roll for a bit. Roll over the 40, down over the 36 to the 35-yard line. So Lebanon will start it from their 35.
John, down to you on the sideline. That's a heavy wind blowing out of the north.
Right you are, Tommy. That ball, the pass was slowed because of the wind, and the punt is, it's obvious the wind is really blowing strong. It was low, and it was a line drive. These sideline reports tonight will be brought to you by Automotive Wheel Services and Ron's Family Hair Design. Back to you.
All right, let's look at the Lebanon offense as Damon Pitt, the junior quarterback, sets the Lebanon team down. Double wide outs to the right. Lebanon was moving. We'd had a straight handoff up the middle. Here comes Griffin, the fullback. Over the 40, 45, over the 50, down over the 49 to the 48-yard line. Griffin with a quick opener. Looked like Lebanon moved. We didn't see a flag, but Griffin found the hole and really blasted through the middle.
Bob Dillard in the pregame talked about spreading this defense out and trying to attack right up the gut and carry a good run from scrimmage by the fullback.
First down for the Lebanon Blue Devils. They're in Red Raider territory just inside the Raider 49-yard line. Pitt again sets them down. Same formation for Lebanon. Same play again, and got a hold. Griffin hit and spins. Gets over the 45, 44, 43-yard line. Goes Griffin on the same play, and it worked again for a few yards in there.
Terry, 2 carries for Griffin, and he's really turning it up.
Tommy, 17 yards on the first carry. He picks up 6 more there, setting up a 2nd and 4.
All right, Lebanon get in a good gain on first down, six yards, making it 2nd and 4. And Pitt now will split C to the near side. And Pitt going to take it himself, spins over the 40, down over the 39, close to the 38-yard line, close to first down yardage, but I don't think he picked it up, but he may have it. It's going to be awfully close, and we may have a measurement.
They're not going to measure.
They're not going to measure it. They say he's got it. So it's 1st and 10. Lebanon starting a drive on their own 35, now picking up their second first down and inching deeper into Red Raider territory as they move it down the nose of the football, sitting exactly on the 38-yard line of Manchester or Coffee County. Lebanon will put Seed, Tressler, both split to the near side. Carson's in tight on the far side, and Pitt is back to throw. Here's a handoff, and here comes Stafford. 40, 35, 30, hit at the 28, dropped at the 26-yard line. Stafford turns it on. He has another first down for the Blue Devils.
That's the Redskins play. The fullback looks like he's going to lead to the right. Stafford does a counter step. We pull the guard and the tackle. They're the two lead blockers. The counter Trey. They lead around the corner, and Stafford just picked his whole good run.
Nice run by Stafford, and he really caught the Raider defense by surprise with that play. Lebanon is set. Pitt sets him down. Pitch back to Stafford. Got a hole. Big hole. Stafford blasts up through the middle. Down over the 20, 15, down to the 10-yard line, but check a penalty flag back at the 25.
Ran the toss sweep, and the hold is going to be marked against the Blue Devils. We had a great-looking play as they ran the toss sweep to the far side. Stafford going to circle right in and did a good job on the cutback, but that's going to be for naught as the penalty flag comes out. This program reminder, folks, stay tuned tonight after this game on FM 99. You can hear Phil and Dale on the FM 99 scoreboard show, and they'll be on the air until 11 o'clock tonight, giving you all the scores. John, did you pick up who they called that flag on?
We'll wait now, Tommy, to hear from the head official, and that's going to be on Elliot Carson. They're going to call it on number 84, our tight end, Tommy.
All right, we're ready to go again, Blue Devils. It'll bring up a first down now, and about, well, they've got 20 on the scoreboard. Looks more than 20 to me, but close to it, I guess. 1st and 20. C to the near side. Tressler wide to the right. Carson is in the slot. Pitt is ready. And here's a handoff to Griffin. Griffin going to be hit. Spins, gets free, slides over the 35 to the 34. Got a couple of yards out of nothing. That play never did develop. They wanted to run the same play that they opened the ball game with a moment ago, or they opened their offense with, but that time the Raiders kind of snuffed it out.
Trying to run the trap. Chris Hicks was going to pull and trap the defensive lineman, Justin Turner, on the far side. The play kind of clotted up there in the middle, and Griff had nowhere to go.
Lebanon is ready. Now they put two wideouts right side. C and Tressler out wide. Now we got a time, and it's going to be Lebanon, and there may be some blood down there on Alls. He'll come out for a moment, and coming in for Alls is going to be Mark Wilson offensively, and they're going to charge a timeout, I think, to the Blue Devils. No, they're not. They're going to wind it, and Lebanon going to have to get the play off. Tommy, was that the blood rule?
Apparently it was, because he went off the sideline, immediately went to Kevin Wolf, the trainer, to get worked on.
Lebanon sets the same formation now with C and Tressler wide to the right. Pitt back to throw. Looks, fires over the middle, in and out of the hands, and intercepted and dropped at the 10. It was out of the hands of Carson down at the 20-yard line. Boy, Pitt had some steam on that one. He fired a bullet down the middle. A little bit wide for Carson, and he got a hand on it, couldn't hold it, and it was almost intercepted down at the 10.
He let go with the old number 1, the fastball, right down the middle. Carson could not get a hand on it as the ball really got on top of him in a hurry. It looked like they were trying to hit Carson on a little crossing route. The free safety back there, Chris Lammers, almost picked it off on the ricochet.
Had Carson open, they just couldn't make the connection. Lebanon again, 3 wideouts out. And Pitt back to throw. Draw play. Here comes Griffin. Loose football, batted around, and Manchester. Lebanon going to get it. Inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Blue Devils, I think, come up with it. Manchester says they had it, or Coffee County. But I think Ron C. finally came up with it for the Blue Devils down there. Let's see who are they going to give it to.
John, you're right on top of it. What's the deal?
It's going to be a 4th down situation now, Tommy. The ball scurried around here. Ron C. fell on it, and it never did go out of bounds. It looked like Ron was laying on the ball out of bounds from my vantage point, but obviously he stayed in bounds. We retained possession, and now what was a 3rd and long ends up being the 4th down and about 3.
John was right there. He could have recovered that fumble, couldn't he?
I've seen him play. He wasn't going to get on that one, Clyde.
Wideouts left and right. Pitch ready. 4th and 3 for Lebanon. Pitt with a long count, trying to make them jump, and now Pitt is going to call time. Lebanon will take time. 6:34 to play in the opening period. We have no score, and we'll be back after this on the Blue Devil Network.
Hello, I'm Laura Pack, a senior varsity football cheerleader at Lebanon High School. We are here with the First United Methodist staff to thank them for their support and present to them this Blue Devil football souvenir.
First Church would like to wish the Blue Devils a successful season.
We invite you to our Sunday school and worship services.
Come see us at our new Family Life Center opening this fall.
Go Big Blue!
We'll call it about 4th and 3. The Blue Devils got to pick up 3 or give up the football. Tressler is to the right. C is to the left. Griffin and Stafford in the backfield. Here's a pitch to Stafford, and he's going to have it. Stafford turns it on. 15, spins loose inside the 15, down over the 12, or over the 13, down to about the 12-yard line, depending upon where the mark is, but it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
I really like that, Clyde. Coming back to Stafford after the fumble, Bob Dillard showed a lot of confidence in his senior tailback. Terry, what about Chris tonight carrying the football?
Tommy, that was his 3rd carry of the night. Got 6 yards on that carry. 3 carries, 24 yards tonight for Chris Stafford.
All right, both Lebanon backs picking up good yardage in this opening drive. Lebanon now puts Tressler and C to the near side. Carson is in tight far side, and they give it to Griffin, the tailback, and he'll spin down near the 10. A gain of about 2, almost 3 yards by Griffin when it looked like there wasn't a whole lot there. They'll give him about a 2-yard pickup and mark the football just outside the 10-yard line at about the 10.5, and Lebanon will have a 2nd and 8 to go from the 11. Let's call it the 11-yard line.
If you folks will allow me a personal moment, I want to say hi to my wife, Bobby Kay, and my son, Taylor, who are in the end zone tonight watching his first football game for this future Blue Devil.
Got a Blue Devil shirt on him yet?
Sure does.
Here's Pitt looking down the line, going to try to keep. He's hit behind the line, gets free. Pitt at the 5, inside the 5, down over the 4, down near the 1-yard line. Touchdown, Lebanon. Pitt carried it all the way in after being hit behind the line, and the Blue Devils go up 6-0.
That guy is as strong as an ox. He carried a man with him.
They're not going to give him the touchdown, Tommy. It's going to be a 1st down and 1 to go, I believe.
Well, the side official came in with his hands up. Do they know that?
Well, and they argued about it long enough for him to say his knee went down. I saw the ball cross the plane before the knee hit the ground, but nevertheless, it's 1st and go.
1st and goal then for Lebanon at the 1, and we'll have to take that 6 off the scoreboard.
Bob?
And Lebanon we're going to have an officials timeout. Let's pause for a second. We'll be back after this 30-second word on this, the Blue Devil Network.
And we're here with J.R. Hobbs & Sons Realty to award them a Blue Devil souvenir for their support of the Lebanon High School football team.
On behalf of J.R. Hobbs & Sons Realty and Auction Company, I'd like to wish the Lebanon Blue Devils a Clinic Bowl season.
Go Big Blue!
John, Bob Dillard's not happy. They did not give us a touchdown. The points come off the board.
That's right, Tommy. Evidently, the head linesman on that play was able to come in and make the call and overruled basically the line judge's decision.
Well, it was a great run on the part of Damon Pitt anyway. Got a 1st down at the 1, actually about the half-yard line. Blue Devils with a 1st and goal from the half-yard line. Pitt calls him. And here's a handoff to Griffin, and he drives and powers and still on his feet and goes in for the score. Now we got a flag down in the end zone. Maybe a little extracurricular down there. Let's see what it's going to be.
John, was that Alds running the football as the fullback?
That was Alds, Tommy, going in for the 6-pointer, but he kind of laid the ball down a little bit too hard, and the flag came out by the line judge, so that's going to cost us.
So
well, we had Alds running at fullback. That's a new wrinkle, huh?
Well, they put the big guy, Ryan Alds, and he's a load at 6'3", 265 at fullback, and just let him power in there. He played fullback for Bruce Skeen's 9th grade football team. Now comes the extra point attempt. The ball will be spotted at the 25. That's going to make it a 35-yard PAT attempt off the foot of J.L. Presley. John.